Hey everyone, it's Jamie from BestNerdLife. The Epic Games Store decided over Christmas to give away 15 games over 15 days, that's 24 hours per game, completely free. And as a person who has only recently discovered the Epic Games Store, I was hugely excited to find what games were going to be gifted to me. That is why in this video I'm going to be talking about my top 5 favourite games from the Epic Games Store Christmas giveaway 2020. I'm also only going to include footage from the early parts of the game so I can avoid any kind of visual spoilers in case you haven't played them yet. Without further ado, let's get going. First up, let's talk about City Skylines. As you can probably tell by the name of the game, it is a city building simulation game. And my word, do I adore this game. Not only does it look fantastic when all your skyscrapers are kind of being built up and all the lights are on during the night time, it actually gives the player a very comprehensive and complex but easy to learn system that kind of layer up on top of each other as you go through the game and as you develop your city. And yeah, I just think it's a cool game. The developers have also maintained development of the game, giving lots of free updates and lots of DLC expansion packs, and the community surrounding this game is really good, with a ton of mods available to use in this game. So overall, a fantastic little package, especially for anyone who enjoys simulation games like I do myself. Next up, let's talk about Night in the Woods. Now at first glance, this 2D game looks cute, cuddly, potentially for children, I don't know. But in actuality, this is a deep and emotional game which stars May, who essentially drops out of college and goes back to the kind of Rust Belt inspired small town that she used to live in, and kind of goes on from there. Night in the Woods has a lot to say about things like identity, mental health, relationships, growing up, and a whole host of things like that. And I not only commend the developers for creating a game that looks gorgeous, but also for a game that is engaging and makes you think a little about life and where you are in the big wide world. With that being said, let's talk about Alien Isolation. Now this game is set, as you can probably tell, in the Alien universe, and is set about 15 years after the original 1979 film Alien, and it stars Amanda Ripley, who is the daughter of the Alien protagonist, Ellen Ripley. And it's about her trying to find out about what happened to her mother. Now this game is great because it essentially fits very snugly into the Alien universe. As I'm not a huge fan of the more recent Alien/Prometheus films, it's nice to see something that goes back to the roots of the original, and in my opinion it's one of the best horror games that has come out in the last few years, to be honest. Next, let's talk about Jurassic World Evolution. This is a park building simulation game, and as I am a person who absolutely adores things like theme park, and I also enjoy dinosaurs, smushing this together is probably the best thing that I've ever seen in my life. Honestly though, this game is great. The amount of detail and the fact that you can zoom right in to see the dinosaurs roaming about, you can drive a car around to, take pictures of them and tranquilize them. The fact that they can be released and can rampage around the park, and just the entire package that this game is just wonderful. Just being able to do something interactive in this universe and just seeing the dinosaurs roaming about is just a sight to behold. I also really like how the game is set out, where you go around the 5 islands of death, and each of those islands have like a different scenario that you kind of have to pick up from and make a functional park. I think they've just built up the lore of the universe in a pretty cool way, even though it is probably not canon. it's just still fun to play. And obviously you have Jeff Goldblum as Dr. Ian Malcolm to, I don't know, insert some fun and interest into the game. Now let's talk about Oddworld New and Tasty. This is the remake of Abe's Odyssey from the PlayStation 1. And yeah, I've got to say, this is my favourite game of the entire bunch that I'm talking about, purely because I've wanted to play this game for a long time. I've just never got around to it. I played it a little bit on the PlayStation 1, but I just couldn't get my head around the mechanics of the game. But now that, you know, I'm a little bit older, a little bit wiser, I can actually appreciate this game and the puzzles in it for what they are. And obviously I'm super duper excited for Oddworld Soulstorm that is soon to be coming out at the time of recording. So yeah, it was very nice to see this become available because, as I said, I wanted to play this for a while, I just haven't got around to it. And now I can, and I have been doing, and I'm enjoying it. But yeah, in any case, that was my top 5 games from the Epic Games Store kind of free Christmas giveaway thing that they did in 2020. And you know what, I can't wait until next Christmas and see if they do it again, which I think they probably will. With that being said, thank you very much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, then by all means like, comment, subscribe, all that social media business, and as always, keep living that best nerd life.
Goodbye.